Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be naming yourself transition one-on-one, okay? So what I mean by that is like when you're transitioning, most likely you were probably born with a boy's name. And also this video can go for like F to M's too. So like if you're the boy's name, girl's name, whatever, if you want to change your name, well, since you're, most likely going through your transition watching this video. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna give you tips and tricks on kind of like what I've seen from other people, my experience in choosing my name, and everything like that. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. All right, let's get started. Okay, so basically, I have my notes right here. So, okay, so tip number one is your name should be comfortable to you. Okay, so what I mean by that is like your name should be something you resonate with, something that is like, yes, that is me, that is my identity, because your name is basically your identity. And, you know, it's your job to make sure that the name, that whatever you're called is, that resonates with you, that's your identity, stuff like that. So tip number two is it takes time to get used to your name. So with your new name and everything like that, I remember when my friends and teachers and all that was calling me she and her pronouns. I was just like, ooh, like, oh, they called me a she and her, when I was first transitioning, it just gets time, it just gets used to, you know what I mean? And then now I expect people to say she and her pronouns. So that's what I prefer, stuff like that. Yeah, it just takes time, and also too, like, it may like take a minute to be like, oh, my name, So, okay. Tip number three is it's okay to change your name again. Okay, so with me, I changed my name a few times. Elena Genevieve, you guys may know her now. First, she was started off as John Liu, and then she went to Adeline Fox, and then she ended up like a few months later changed her name again to Elena Genevieve because she just got annoyed of Adeline Fox, and she just felt like that wasn't her name. And and that's totally normal, and that happens. So definitely it's okay to change your name and, stuff like that. Okay, and then so tips on picking your name if you don't know like what name to, if you don't know like what to do, like what name you want, stuff like that. Um, so for the first one, I put dictionary. You can look at the dictionary and see names. Do online baby names. Also too, you can do like personality like names. Like for me, I'm a very feisty, fiery person. So I looked at names that were like feisty names, like Jasmine, Aisha, stuff like that. Um, Video game characters, like if you're growing up, you probably play video games to escape reality, like I did. Um, so video game characters, definitely there's names from there. Anime characters like Sailor Moon, like Serena, or um, stuff like that. Cartoon character, um, I'm pretty sure there's a cartoon character that you guys resonate with, in the name. So also DC or Marvel characters. Like I know for me, Wonder Woman Diana, that was a name that that was gonna be my name, but I'll tell you guys in a sec why I chose Jordan and stayed with Jordan. Um, yeah. So all right, and then also too, you can tip number five is like ask your friends about like name ideas. So like for me, I asked like one of my coworkers. She was like really close to me. I was like, what name do you think would like fit me, like my personality? And she said the name Sky. And so I was like, okay, like I kind of like that, like this, because I always look up at the sky all the time. So I was like Sky, but instead of SKY, I do SKI, Sky, or that kind of spells like ski. I don't know. That's pretty unique. So, but yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'm going to talk about my old names. So I actually had a couple names growing up. So growing up, I watched the movie Spirited Away, and one of the characters' name was Haku. So I remember growing up, we all had nicknames and stuff. And I remember I was so perceived as like a boy. So I just chose the name Haku as like my first like nickname or whatever. But after that, I was just kind of like, don't like it. So as I got older, through high school, I think it was like around senior year, I started going by the name Star. Okay. And then we're not best friends anymore, but she gave me, like, bought me a star necklace for my birthday. And yeah, I just like the name Star because I just felt like I was always going to be a star one day. So, and I was always obsessed with star shapes and patterns and all that. So I just went by the name Star. But a lot of people was like, Star, that's a stripper's name and stuff like that. So it kind of like discouraged me, and I was just kind of like, maybe it's not appropriate for society and like all that. So I ended up changing my name to Star. I was gonna change it to Diana. I was a big fan of Justice League. That was on Cartoon Network, and Wonder Woman was definitely one of my favorite characters of all times. And her name was Diana. And I just think Diana is such a pretty name. It's very mysterious. It just sounds like a grown woman's name. Like, yes, my name is Diana, the mascara princess, queen, the mascara. But anyways, Diana, no one's name is named Diana. I don't have yet to meet someone named Diana out in the out in this physical world. So Diana's definitely a unique name. No one I know has that name, Diana. So yeah, so definitely I was gonna pick that name, but I don't know. I just went with Jordan. Um, Serenity, I definitely like the name. So that's the name I chose for this channel. Definitely Goddess Serenity. I don't know, like how the name I came up with Goddess Serenity is, I don't know. I believe I'm a goddess. I just think I'm a very feminine female, and I just love goddesses. Like Palatea from Smash Bros. She's like a goddess, and I don't know. I just think an idea of being a goddess would just be like amazing. So I just chose the name Goddess, and then Serenity. Um, I love Sailor Moon, so like Neo Queen Serenity. And not only that, I believe like I am very serene. Like I bring serenity to people. So I don't know. I just went with the name Goddess Serenity. I don't know. I like it. So yeah, and then I've been using that name for years. So, but the reason why I chose to stick with my birth name, Jordan, I just personally felt like I didn't want to like. It was already hard enough for my family and stuff to accept the fact that I was trans and that I was a woman and everything like that. So I guess, and none of that, they still have a hard time pronouncing my pronouns and everything. So the last thing I wanted to do was just change my name, and none of that, Jordan can go both ways, and that was just something I was just used to hearing growing up and to this day. And I met a lot of women, biological women, that have my name and they even spell it the same way. So I was just like, I'll just keep Jordan. And not only that, I think if you're gonna do a name change, you have to go to court for that. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna save me time and money. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just keep Jordan. So I just kept it. But definitely on here, Goddess Serenity. I like Goddess Serenity. So it was to be a good selfie for this video. Like, but yeah. Um, But yeah, so these are basically, this video is kind of a little short, but definitely this is basically naming yourself while transitioning one-on-one. Definitely, if you guys have any questions about it, leave comments down below and I'll definitely get to them. But yeah, but don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.